Hare Krishna. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you very much for joining the call. Today is Ekadashi, very auspicious day. On this Ekadashi day, we are discussing Bhagavad Gita, the 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So even auspicious because we are discussing Bhakti Yoga, devotional service. So whoever is joining today, they're definitely fortunate. So before starting, let's offer the prayers. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Suthe Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangulam Gayate Grim Yet Kripa Tamaham Vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Meshwaram Hare Krishna. So, 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. It's called Bhakti Yoga. So, in the Bhakti Shatkam, Karma Shatkam, Bhakti Shatkam, and Jnana Shatkam. So, in this Bhakti Shatkam, so this is the last chapter, 7 to 12 is called Bhakti Shatkam. So, from 7th chapter to 12th chapter, Krishna explained Bhakti elaborately. And in this chapter, he is going to discuss about Bhakti exclusively. It's like the complete description of Bhakti. So before entering into the chapter, let's do the recap. Revision of chapter 11. Chapter 11 decided to divide into 4 lessons. RUPA. So Arjuna requested. R stands for request. So Arjuna requested Krishna to show his the Vishwarupa. Because in the 10th chapter, Krishna said that I have pervaded this entire universe with my impersonal form, Nirakara. So he wanted to show that, he wanted to see that. So then Krishna showed the universal form. So universal form, Sanjay described so nicely, so vividly, how universal form is pervaded entire universe, where the head is in the Brahmaloka and the feet are in the Pataloka. In this way, this body, the universal form, universal body, is spread all over the universe in the 14 planetary systems. And by looking at it, Arjuna got frightened, bewildered, and he requested, prayed to Arjuna, Krishna, and he said that, Krishna, I'm sorry, I did not know who you are actually. I thought you are my friend or you are my brother-in-law, but you are not that. You are Supreme Lord. I don't know what is. He said at one point. He said that I don't know who you are. I don't know what is your mission. But please tell me. Then Lord, he said, I am time. That's called Kala Rupa. One is a Vishwarupa, another Kala Rupa. And Kala Rupa, what is that? In the form of time, Krishna, what is he doing? How he is crushing this world? Uh, so that he showed Kala Rupa. And my mission is to annihilate everybody, especially in this Kurukshetra battle. I am going to annihilate everybody. And he showed everybody, all the big warriors are entering into his mouth. So before the war itself, Krishna showed what is going to happen. So that's then I looked at that. Arjuna prayed, Krishna, please show me your original form. And that one is the 400 form, and the next 200 form. So once he saw the 200 form, he became peaceful, normal. Then armed form, the 4-armed form, 200 form, 2-armed form and 4-armed form. 400 or 4-armed, both are same. 400 form and 200 form, both he saw, then he became peaceful. And at the end, Krishna declared that Bhaktya tu ananyaya shakya aham vido Arjuna, aham eva vido Arjuna, jnatum trashtunja tattvena praveshtunja parantapa. Arjuna, by bhakti only you can understand me as I am. Bhaktya tu ananyaya shakya. Shakya means not possible. Possible. Shakya means possible. It's not possible knowing me in any other way other than bhakti. Bhaktya tu ananyaya shakya. Ahameva vido Arjuna. And then mat karma kurun mat parma mat bhakta sangha vajja nirvaira sarva bhuteshu mame vaishisha samshaya. Like that. So you do all your work for me. This is called Gita Rahasya. The last sloka of 11th chapter, 1155 is called Gita Rahasya. What is that? Work for Krishna. Make Krishna as your life and soul. Goal of your life. That is the Gita Rahasya. So now, in extension to 54th shloka, Bhaktya tu ananyaya sakya. He mentioned that. Now he's going to explain that bhakti. How bhakti is useful in understanding Krishna. So now, okay. Summary of today's class is chapter 12, God. God. Because Krishna is declaring, of course, he declared throughout Bhagavadgita, but here more clearly, he is the God. Right? He is the only God. So G stands for Godhead. Why Godhead? Godhead means what? Head God. There are so many gods. Right? In English, there is no differentiation. Everybody is a God. So that's why there should be some difference. That's why Prabhupada mentioned as Godhead or head God. Just like head of the department, HOD. Like here, GOD. God of the Devatas. God, GOD means God of the Devatas. Head of the department Laga is the God of the Devatas. God of the gods. Deva Deva, Parandhama, Nilamegashyama. So, and then options. How can we serve Krishna? What are the ways? What are the options available? Yes, I know Krishna is God, Supreme Person, and I want to serve Him because we all have the propensity to serve the greatest. Right? We have discussed that. Everybody has got a propensity to surrender to the greatest. So Krishna is the greatest. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravarta iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvita. Krishna said that. So now we understood that Krishna is great. Then we have to serve now. The people generally, outside people, we know God is great, but they don't know how great is God. They simply say God is great. Ah, God is great. But how? You ask them, can you tell me how God is great? They don't have any idea. Okay, they say like that. Jeez. They don't know what is jeez. Oh my God. These are all, so-called, what you call, words, sayings. But they don't have any idea about God. They go to temple. Without knowing God, they go to temple. You ask, where did you go? I go to temple. Why are you going to temple? To see God. Do you know who is God? No idea. But still they go to temple. This is the situation. So here, next to options, next to devotee's disposition. What is the unique disposition of a devotee compared to any other? A yogi, a jnani, a dhyani, or a karmi, or a karma yogi, or a jnana yogi, or a dhyana yogi, a bhakti yogi's disposition is completely different. So what is that? So we are going to see this one. Okay. What is this? Is filming here. Zoom. Okay. Now, Godhead. Connection between 11th chapter and 12th chapter. Yeah, it is there. In the previous chapter, Krishna concluded in 1155 with the supremacy of Bhakti Yoga or devotional service unto his personal form as Shyama Sundara. So he said that Mat Karma, Karan Mat Karma, Mat Bhakta, Sangavarjita, Nirvaira, Sarva Bhuteshu. So he has described that. So now the supremacy of Bhakti is again revealed through different examples. Attachment to Krishna's personal form is the highest spiritual realization. That's what he is going to tell in this chapter. What is that? Attachment to Krishna's personal form is the highest spiritualization. What are other realizations? Paramatma realization is there. Brahman realization is there. Ekatvena pratatvena bahuda vishwarupam. Right? There are three types of jnanis. One is ekatvena. One is thinking that God is supreme. Krishna is supreme. Krishna is alone a God. That is one understanding. Ekatvena, prutatvena. Prutatvena means they are seeing Krishna in the form of Devatas. 33 crore Devatas in the form. That's called prutatvena. Then somebody is realizing Krishna's form as a universal form. This universe itself is a God, or this nature itself is a God. There is nothing beyond nature. Everything is coming from nature. Everything is going to the nature. So nature is my God. Some people are like that. They call it Shakti. Shaktivadis or Shakteyas. Shakteyas, Shaivas, Vaishnavas, like that. Different varieties of worshippers are there. According to their modes, Sattva, Rajas, Tamo, Gunas, so they are realizing the God. They're trying to realize God according to their own understanding and own modes, gunas. So, but ultimately, attachment to Krishna's personal form is the highest spiritualism. So, here, let us spend some time understanding Krishna's personal form. I already explained, Krishna has got three features. Three features. One is the personal form. It's like you and me has got a form, a spiritual form, not like a material body, like we all, but it's a spiritual body. The body is made up of spirit, just like somebody's bodies in somebody's body, the compositions are different. In some, earth is more, water is more. It's called kapha body. Uh, if earth is more, it is what body? Pitta, no, fire is pitta body, and kapha, pitta, vata. Then if air is there, this is a vata body. Like that, the bodies are discussed. Similarly, if you go to the higher planetary systems, the body composition will be changing. If you go to Brahma, so Brahma's body is made up of completely intelligence. There are no gross elements, all subtle elements only. Mind, intelligence, and ego. That's all. The body made up of purely, our body is made up of more of water and less of earth. Isn't it? So doctors say that 3/4 of our body is water, 1/4 of body is earth. Fire is little bit, air is there, and ether also there. Mind is there, intelligence, ego is there. Small mind, small intelligence, and big false ego. That is there. But if you go to the higher planetary systems, these proportions are varying. So till if you go to Brahmaloka, that's the topmost loka in this universe, the Brahma's body is made up of completely intelligence. Similarly, if you cross the universe, go to spiritual world, the bodies are made up of neither mind or not intelligence or not ego, but they are made up of soul or spirit, soul or spirit. It's not a matter, but it is spirit. Opposite to matter is spirit. It look like same, like a farm, like the farms of all of us, same. 2 legs, 2 hands, head, ear, nose, tongue, everything is there, but it is spirit, spiritual form. So Krishna has got that form. That is called Sat Chittu Ananda Vigraha. Sat means eternal, Chit means knowledgeable, Ananda means bliss, and Vigraha means Rupam. Form is there. So that is the description of Krishna. Similarly, we are also Sattva Chittu Ananda Vigraha. We are also same, but minute, small. We are also eternal. We never die. We are always there. Sattva Chittu, we have knowledge. Because of the body, the knowledge is covered. We got little knowledge. Sattva Chittu Ananda, we are also blissful. That's why we are searching for happiness. Wherever we go, we look for happiness. Because by nature we are happy. So we need happiness. Sattva Chittu Ananda and Vigraha. We also have form. The soul, I. We means I means soul. We are all souls. The soul is living in the body. So the soul has got a body. That's the soul has got a form. The body also getting a form. If soul doesn't have a form, body doesn't get a form. This is the logic. Why I am getting a body? Because there's soul inside. Soul has got a form. And the soul has got a form because that the body also got the form. Just like my physical body has a form. That is why my shirt also has got a form. If body doesn't have a form, shirt also doesn't have a form. Shirt is made in the exact form of body, isn't it? We know that. Similarly, this body is like a covering or a shirt or a coat. How the coat is made? Exactly according to the soul, size of the soul. The body is made up of the according to the subtle body, and the subtle body is made up of the according to the soul body or spiritual body, spiritual form. So in this point I'm making here is Krishna has got a spiritual form. We worship Krishna, we glorify Krishna, right? When we are glorifying Krishna, when we are praising Krishna, then Krishna has to hear. And we are praying for something, and Krishna has to give us something. Then he should have hands. He is hearing and he is giving. And we offer something. Patram Pushpam Palam Toyam. Krishna asked to offer, and we are offering to him. Then he has to eat them. When he is eating, he has got a mouth, right? And when we are standing in front of him, he has to see us. Then he has eyes. He has eyes, he has got ears, he has got mouth, he has hands, he has two legs. Then he has a form. Isn't it? People say that their God doesn't have any form. Why? Why? What did God do to not to have a form? Uh, what papam he did? What sin he did not to have a form? We are so great, we have a form and we are enjoying nicely, and God should not have a form. Why? This is meaningless, baseless. So God has a form. God has got a brain. Everything is there. Whatever you have, God has. Otherwise, you will become God because you got more something more than God. That's why you are more. You are better than God, isn't it? So God is having both. He has got personal, he is impersonal, both. So this is the understanding here. So here it has been emphasized in the earlier chapters as well as 647, 7185, and Arjuna personal experienced this in the previous chapters. Nevertheless, there are people who prefer to meditate on the impersonal Brahman. After hearing this so much, after reading so much is done, still they are addicted, attached, because their modes in is that is their mode. That is called tamoguna. They are in tamoguna. That's why they cannot accept any other level. They try to convert everything into their own idea. Everything they twist and tweak to their understandings, because that's what they like and that's what they can understand. That is their level and that is their fortune. That is their good fortune or misfortune, whatever. So that's why, see, there are so impersonal Brahman. So Arjuna is going to ask a question in this chapter. Who is best? A devotee or a impersonalist? Impersonalist, not a devotee. They may say that we are devatas, we are devotees. No, they are not devotees. The impersonalist means what? The Nirakaravadi. The people who argue that God shouldn't have a form. God doesn't have a form, God shouldn't have a form. And they are deciding what God should have, what God should not have. They are dictating, oh my God, you should not have a form. And they are telling that they are devotees, but they are not devotees, right? Devotee means servant is there, master is there. Is the master is going to servant or servant is going to master? Who is going to hear whom? Who is going to listen to whom? Right? The servant has to listen to the master. Whatever the master says, servant should accept. But here, the servant is dictating the master. Master, you are a master, but you should be like me. Then who is the master? The person who is telling is the master. The servant becomes the master. So this is the understanding. No, that's not right. That's not right. So that's why they are not called devotees. A devotee is a servant who accepts whatever the God says, whatever the boss says. One is boss, one is das. So the das will listen to the boss. But in the impersonalist philosophy, the das will dictate the boss. So that is not going to be accepted. So here Krishna Arjuna is going to ask a question. In that, what is the evam satata yukta ye bhaktas tvam parivasate echapyaksharam avyaktam tesham ke yoga vittama. Arjuna inquired, which are considered to be more perfect? Those who are always properly engaged in your devotional service, or those who worship the impersonal Brahman, the unmanifested? See, both are sitting side by side. Uh, the person who is sitting is just sitting in the light. The sunlight is there. For him, the God is light. The light is coming from sun, like that. Is a God for him. God for him, the God doesn't have any form. But if we careful, the light is coming from some source. The source has a form. Is it? At least the source has got round, isn't it? At least they should accept that. No, they don't accept that. Just the light is coming. You ask them where the light is coming. No. There is nothing from. There is nothing from. So light is coming. Where the light is coming? Just light is coming. That's all. That is their understanding. But if you ask a 5-year-old boy, hey, where is the light coming? He shows the bulb. At least if he is inside. If he is outside, he shows the sun. He has got that understanding. Light is coming from somewhere. That where is called God. But these people don't have. They're so unintelligent. They're so unintelligent that they don't accept the source. Light is the source is the light. Isn't it? Is that a logical thing? It doesn't fit. So whereas the other person, he knows Krishna is God, is a person, he is somewhere, he has got a form, everything. So this is the clarity. So now let's see what Krishna says here. Okay, so let's see. So this come back. Yeah, here. Now in this chapter, Arjuna inquires about these two classes of people. Thus he clarifies his own position of being attached to the personal form of Krishna. So, evam sata, you just said, Teshanke yoga vittama. Arjuna's question. Now Krishna's answer is there. What is question? Krishna, please tell me who is great here. Evam satata yuktaye bhaktastvам paryupasate echapi aksharam avyaktam tesham ke yoga vittama. So here Arjuna inquired, which are considered to be more perfect? Those who are always properly engaged in your devotional service, or those who worship the impersonal Brahman, the unmanifested? Who is? Those are the two questions. So then, Pure devotees of Krishna are the most perfect in yoga. That is Krishna's answer. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Mayaveshya Mano Ye Mam Nitya Yukta Upasate Shraddhaya Parayopetas Te Me Yukta Tamamataha. Krishna directly answering what he says: those who fix their mind on my personal form and are always engaged in worshipping me with great and transcendental faith are considered by me to be most perfect. So whoever is worshipping Krishna in his personal form, Sakara, Nirakara, both are there. God means both. God means not only one, right? So God means two. Sakara is there, Nirakara is there. So Krishna is telling whoever is fixing their minds on my personal form and are always engaged in worshipping me with great faith and transcendental faith are considered to be most perfect. But the other people, what they are doing, just like we saw the video, there is one sadhu who is sitting. What did he do? What is he doing? He lit fire around him. What is the idea? The idea is uh, it's hot summer. In the hot summer, the body and mind needs cold water or cold shower, cold breezes. But these impersonalists, they don't want to do that because they don't want to please the mind and body. No, they want to torture the body and mind. Otherwise, what happens? They want to work against the desires of the mind and body and the intelligence. If you keep on working to, if you keep satisfying the body, what happens? Body wants more. So that is why they want to give something against what body, mind, and asking, and they want to prove that they are so austere. They are doing so much tapasya, and they're controlling the mind. Otherwise, the mind is controlling us. No, they want to control the mind. How they control the mind? By negating it. Whatever the mind asking, they don't give it. In this way, they want to prove their supremacy through their austerities and their activities. Similarly, the other video, it's very cold in the Himalayas, in the Ganga. The water is frozen completely. So much ice is there around. But that person sat in the water and is meditating. What is the idea? In the cold water, we need hot. Mind wants hot, warm, but he doesn't want to give. In that way, he is teaching a lesson to the mind. My dear mind, don't. So he is torturing his body. Point is, they want to prove themselves that they are also great. Not only God is great, we are also great. And we are also equally fit to be God. Actually, we are God. Only thing is this time and this body is separating, becoming God. Otherwise, we are God already. That is their understanding. This is called Jnanis or Yogis. Both idea is to become God or to compete with the God. But whereas the Bhakta, the other video, is completely looking for God, looking towards God, looking for God's shelter and God's protection. So here, Krishna is giving those who fix their mind on my personal form and basically surrendering. Whoever is surrendering to me in my personal form, so they are great. Te me yukta tama mataha. Matha are considered yukta. Yukta tama means most perfect in yoga. Yukta tama matha. Okay. 1 minute. Oops. So now, so Arjuna is happy to hear that devotional service is superior, but he wonders, what is the attainment of an impersonalist who, renouncing work, is able to fully worship the unmanifested? So he also wants he also wants to know. So what is the destination of the impersonal? They are also worshipping, right? They are also worshipping in their own way. But what is their destination? What they are going to get? That I know what I'm going to. As a bhakta, Arjuna is a bhakta. He knows what he's going to get. He's getting Krishna. But what are they going to get? So now Krishna is going to talk about it. Process and destination of impersonal Brahma worshippers is here. Etvaksharam anirdeshyam avyaktam paryupasate sarvatragam achintyam cha kutastha achalam dhruvam sanniyamendriya gramam sarvatra samabuddhaya te prapnuvanti mameva sarvabhuta hite rata. Te prapnuvanti mameva. Te means they. Both Sanskrit and English are both are same. They prapnuvanti, they will get. What they will get? Mameva, me only. Right? Even impersonalists are so getting Krishna only. But there is a difference. There is a difference. So what is the difference? The difference is here. Here, but those who fully worship the unmanifested means Nirakar. But those who fully worship the unmanifested, that which lies beyond the perception of the senses. Unmanifested means you cannot see, you cannot hear, you cannot smell, you cannot touch, you cannot feel. Nothing. That's called unmanifested, which lies beyond the perception of the senses. These are the senses. 10 senses are there. You cannot access this form with your 10 senses, which is all pervading. Yes. Can you, at least you can see the sunlight, but Brahmajyoti cannot even see. Isn't it? Sunlight you can see with eyes. If sun is coming, the sun rays you can see. But this impersonal form of the Lord is unseeable also, unseen. The all-pervading, inconceivable, achintya. You cannot grasp, you cannot grab, you cannot do anything. You just have to understand that it is there. We don't know whether it is there or not, but you have to understand, okay, it is there. That's all. At least sunlight. Where is the sunlight? You can show there is sunlight. But Brahmajyoti, where is? Where can you show? Because it's everywhere. Can you show me? No, I cannot show you. Because he cannot see. How can he shows? So this is Brahmajyoti. Inconceivable, unchanging, of course unchanging, fixed and immovable. Because it's filled the entire universe. The Krishna's effulgence is filled the entire universe. So you cannot move it. Because already filled. Moving means what? If one thing is here and it is not there, so whatever is here, you can move it to there. That's called movable. But this Brahmajyoti is filled everywhere. How can you move it? There is no meaning of moving. How can you move? If you can hold it, you can move it. If you're not holding, how can you move it? And it's already filled everywhere. So how can you move it? It's already there. So in this way, immovable, fixed. So the impersonal consciousness of absolute truth. This is called impersonal. So by controlling the various senses and being equally disposed to everyone, such persons engage in the welfare of all, at last to achieve me. They'll come to me at last. And what they do? Welfare of all. They do all welfare activities. They're doing the distributing the medicines. They are distributing the food, clothes. They are addressing as everybody, Om Namo Narayana, Oh Daridra Narayana. They are doing all these activities, right? See, because they're disposed to, what is that? Equally disposed to everyone. They think that everybody is equal. I'm God, you are God, everybody is God, everybody equal. That's why they call it each other as Om Namo Narayana. They call downtrodden people as Harijan. They themselves are not Harijan. They call everybody else as Harijan. They are not Harijan or they are not Girijans, but they call them as Harijan. Harijan means Hari means Vishnu. Vishnu Jana. They are Vishnu Jans, right? So, but they are not Vishnu Jans. But these people call them as Harijans. Equally disposed to everyone. Such persons engaged in the welfare of all at last achieve me. But what is the difference? There is a difference. So if the impersonalists also attain Krishna, so what is the foundation for Krishna saying that the personalist devotees are superior attainers of him? Why Krishna is telling in that second shloka, the personalists are higher than the impersonalists? Why? He said Uttama, Teshanke Yoga Vittama. Why? So that here says that. Here, the process, troublesome path of the impersonalists. Impersonalists, so what they do? Just like somebody asking, so where is your nose? Right? Mother tells the baby, beta, where is the mouth? Nose? She will, she is here. So baby also shows her nose, sorry. Similarly, simply, right? Very simple. Mother is telling, this is your nose. And baby understanding, this is my nose. As simple as that. But these impersonalists, what they are doing, so somebody asks, where is your nose? They'll do the research now. They'll enter into a research program. Let me check. This is, no, this is not my nose. This is not my nose. Maybe this is my nose. This is not my nose. Then why did they come like this? Oh, this is my nose. How much they do so much work, hard work. Because they are depending on their strength, their intelligence, their mental power. Instead, you depend on somebody who knows what is nose. And he tells, and you accept it. That's all. Same thing, everybody, the baby showed here, nose is here, and accepting mother. And this fellow also found the same thing. But how long? It took some million lifetimes. Right? Not one, it takes million lifetimes. After million lifetimes, he come to same thing, just like the scientists. What the scientists are finding? Whatever God said already, everything Vedas said, they are trying to find out. Oh, cow dung is pure. It is said 155 trillion years back, it is said that cow dung is pure. Since the last 155 trillion years, the cow dung is pure only. These fellows came after just 50 years back, they said the cow dung is pure. So who is intelligent? You tell me. Is a scientist intelligent? Or a dumb fellow is intelligent? Who is accepting Vedas as it is? Who is intelligent? Cow urine is pure, antiseptic. It's already said. People are using it, practicing it, getting cured, getting treated. Everything is happening. But now we are coming and we are putting in some test tube and doing some experiment, and then, this is good. Oh, now we are believing. Earlier we don't have any belief. Everything has to come from the West, then only we'll accept. We have the disease, the white disease or white leprosy. It's called as white leprosy. This white leprosy is, we are inflicted with this white leprosy. What is white leprosy? Is unless some white fellow tells something, then we don't accept it. We have been fasting Ekadashi since 150 trillion years. We have been following Ekadashi. It's working very nice. You don't have to go into the details what is happening. People are living happily, peacefully, healthily, living longer. Everything is happening because of that one activity. But we don't trust it. Unless somebody, a white-bodied person, says that, okay, Ekadashi, you do this every 15 days, you fast, and your DNA will eat up all the, waste of things, and then he will get a new Nobel Prize, and you will follow him I don't want to say the word. It's like that. The Japanese fellow is getting the Nobel Prize, and we are following and we are clapping to him. So whom do we clap? Vasudev. We have to clap to Vasudev because he already told in Vedas. We don't have faith. We never worried. We never worried to understand it, to accept it. When somebody said, okay, very good. Now you don't do any research also because he said that, right? And we are so much faithful on them, their research. We don't have any faith on our own process, on our scripture, but we have complete faith on him. Whatever he says, we take it. This is our misfortune. So in this way, point is troublesome path. And the extension to that, what is that? Yeah, the path of impersonalists is troublesome. How troublesome? They have to spend millions of years. That troublesome it is. Another example is given. Who is the father of the baby? Who knows? How do we know? What is the best way to know? Somebody wants to find out the father of the baby. What is the best way? In the scientific world or in the impersonal Nirakara form, according to Nirakaravadis, you have to use your own strength, right? So what is your strength? You have to do some experimentation. DNA test. Get all the DNA of all the people in the city. Luckily, if it matches with somebody, so if it doesn't match, you go to next city, next city. In this way, keep on getting the DNA of all the males and match the DNA. And if it happens, matches with in the country 130 crore people, how long you take it? By the time this person dies, will you get the result? Can you find out the father of this baby who is not baby anymore? He might have produced another 10 babies by the time the result comes. By the time result comes, he dies also. So that time, if you are fortunate enough, you may get it or you may not get it. But simply go to the mother and ask, who is the father of this baby? She will tell. It's as simple, right? So this is the process of impersonalism or impersonalist idea, because they want to depend on their own strength. But a devotee simply hears from another devotee. Who is God? So he is God. Okay, what to do? Worship him. Done. Job is done. It's that simple. So here, klesho adhika taraste sham avyakta asakta chetasam avyakta hi gatir dukkam dehavad viravapyate. So, for those whose minds are attached to the unmanifested impersonal feature of the Supreme, advancement is very troublesome, because it's nothing is it's called inconceivable, right? Achintya. Chintya. For Chintya itself, you are struggling and suffering so much. What can you do with the Achintya? Something you can see, something you can hear, something you can touch, something you can perceive through your senses. For that itself, you are struggling. For that itself, you are wasting so many lifetimes. How much you have to do something which is inconceivable, right? The impersonal is inconceivable. You just have to imagine, that's all. Anybody can imagine anything. No two people can imagine the same thing. Isn't it? The Guru is telling you imagine, and the disciple is telling, okay, I am imagining. What he is telling to imagine and what he is telling to what is he is imagining. You understand the complexity. So that's why impersonal feature of the Supreme Advancement is very troublesome. To make progress in the discipline is always difficult for those who are embodied. We are all embodied. The living entity means the person who is living in this world is embodied only. All are embodied only, right? For all the embodied, impersonal feature is inconceivable, troublesome. That is why it is mentioned. In contrast to this, the path of bhakti is very easy. Very easy. You just have to go to the mother and ask what to do, who is the father, what to do, everything is there. So now here he is mentioning bhakti, the simple and easy path of personalists. So now I was talking to somebody somewhere. So he's telling that uh, actually the impersonalism is great only. That is only highest. But actually, what happens? Not everybody so advanced to realize. So that is why it is given that this form is given. Some temporary form is given. So once you using the temporary form, you practice some time. After that, you will get the strength to practice the impersonalism. So then what you have to do with this personal form or the deity or vigraha? You have to kick it out. Just like a doormat. So for an impersonalist, for a Nirakaravadi, Sakara, the God's form is a doormat. What's the doormat? What we do with the doormat? We roam outside with dirty legs. We come home and we wipe out our legs and we'll kick out the doormat and we go inside. That is doormat use. Similarly, for a Nirakaravadi, they are also going to the temple. They do more worship. They do so many things. Why? What is the idea? One day they have to kick the deity out and they want to become Shanti, Om Shanti, Nirakar. Close the eyes, close the nose, and sleep nicely. This is what their idea. So point is, they think that this Sakara is a practicing. It is for practice. But in fact, the Nirakara is great. The Nirakara is great and it's very difficult. That's why, to facilitate the neophyte or the beginners, so that deity is created. Otherwise, there is no deity. There is no form. Everything is air. Everything Akash. You are Akash, I am Akash. Gatakash, Patakash. Right? This is their idea. Does it sound like some logic is there? This is very illogical. Nobody can understand. I cannot understand. I don't know how many of you are understanding, but I cannot understand that. It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit the logic. So the real thing is God is there, just like the sun is there. Sun has got a form and he has got his light. The light doesn't have a form. This makes sense. This makes sense. Anybody can understand. Even the illiterate fellow can understand this and accept it. So here, hetu sarvani karmani mai sanyasya matpara ananyena iva yogena mam dhyayanta upasate teshamaham samudharta mrityu samsara sagarat bhavami nachirat partha maya veshita chetasam. So what is saying here? But those who worship me, but those who are worshipping me in the personal form, giving up all their activities unto me, whatever they are doing, the results are given to Krishna. Being devoted to me, they're completely devoted, dedicated to Krishna without deviation. There is no deviation. They go here and there and come back. No deviation. One pointed focus. Krishna is God. Krishna is the Supreme. Let us worship Krishna. No. Today I'll worship him. Tomorrow I'll worship somebody else. Monday somebody, Tuesday somebody, Wednesday somebody. Right? In 365 days, 365 people. No. Bhakti, avyabicharini. This is called Vyabicharam. Vyabhichara means what? A woman is accepting, multiple people as husband. That's called vyabhichara. Here it's called avvyabhichara. Bhakti avvyabicharini. Uh, Avvyabhicharini means no vyabhichara. No going here and there. Only one. Krishna is my husband. That's all. Otherwise, I am going to 33 crore devatas. That is called vyabhichara. No vyabhichara. It should be avvyabhichara. So bhakti is avyabhicharani. Avyabhicharani bhakti is needed. So without deviation, that's called without deviation. No deviation. Krishna is God, Krishna is God. That's all. And without engaged in devotion service and always meditating upon me, having fixed their minds upon me, for them I am the swift deliverer up from the ocean of birth and death. He's saying that I am the swift deliverer. What does that mean? So he's delivering. A bhakta has lifted his hand, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Why are we lifting the hands? When we are lifting the hand, somebody comes up and pulls us out of the ocean. What is the ocean? This ocean of birth and death. Samsara Sagara. That is the reason, another reason. Lifting hands, two things. One is surrender. Another is somebody come and pick us. Before we drown, they'll come and pick us. That's why we are lifting. Somebody is drowning. What they will do? They lift the hands. Have you ever seen somebody drowning? They lift the hands. Why? Because when you are going down, at least somebody will see your hands. And they'll come. Oh, somebody is drowning. They'll come and pick up, catch your hands and they'll drag out. Similarly, Krishna is coming and the Garuda and is picking up us from the ocean of this samsara, mrityu samsara sagarat. This ocean of birth and death. Why is birth and death is compared to ocean? Because we don't know. How many times we took birth, how many times we died, we don't know. It is like ocean. Just like ocean water, we don't know how many liters it is there. Similarly, we don't know how many lifetimes we have died and we have took birth. That is why it's compared like ocean. So Krishna comes and picks us out. So he is saying that. Mrityu samsara sagarat. Samsara means birth and death is samsara. Sagarat. Bhava means achirat part, quickly. To whom? My aveshita chetasam. What is that? My aveshita chetasam means what is that? My aveshita. Just I think next one. Yeah, my aveshita chetasam. Upon me, aveshita, fixed, chetasam, of those whose minds, those whose minds are fixed on me. My chetasa means mind, my aveshita cheta, whose minds are fixed on me. So to them, I am swift deliverer. So this is called Ananya Bhakti. Now, so having established the supremacy of Bhakti, Krishna will now explain the next 5 verses, multiple levels of Bhakti, beginning with the highest stage, descending ladder. So Krishna is going to explain. He is established now. His personal form is superior, and whoever is worshipping his personal form, the devotee is great, right? And the next levels. So from starting from there, what is there? Okay. This is called options. So there are different options, at least 4 or 5 options. First option is becoming the pure devotee of Krishna. The second option, third option, fourth option. So there are, first is bhakti with internal senses, bhakti with external senses, giving up the results of work, and the hierarchy. At least 4 levels are there. You see what are they? First is Krishna is telling, fix your mind on me. That's Mai eva mana adastva, Mai buddhim nivesaya, nivasishyasi mayyeva atavurdvam na samshaya. What is that? Mayyeva mana adatsva. Mana means mind. Fix your mind on me. Mayyeva, me only. On me only. Mana adatsva. Fix your mind. Next to my buddhim niveshaya. Fix your intelligence on me. One is smaranatmika bhakti, another is maranatmika bhakti. When you are fixing your buddhi on Krishna, how you can fix your buddhi on Krishna? Intelligence. Buddhi means intelligence. How you do that? Reading the scripture, discussing, debating. In that way, we are doing that same thing now. Right? We are using our intelligence to understand Krishna. That is called, it's one way, maranatmika bhakti. So we are deliberating, we are discussing, we are hearing. This is called maranatmika bhakti. So another one is smaranatmika bhakti, because you understand Krishna is the supreme, and Krishna did so many pastimes. You might be remembering some leelas. Oh, Krishna killed Putana like this, Krishna killed Agasura like this, Krishna Denikasura like this, Bhaumasura like this, Banasura like this, Krishna lifted Govardhani like this. You are meditating on it. In your mind is going on. All the leelas are going on. You are worshipping Krishna. This is called smaranatmika bhakti. Next is maranatmika bhakti. Next, nivasisyasi mayyeva atavurdvam na samshaya. So then, next you will get, what is that? 8. Yeah, here, just fix your mind upon me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and engage all your intelligence in me. Thus you will live in me always without a doubt. When you are doing this, then you live with Krishna only. You are already living in Krishna, right? So you will live with Krishna. Nivashisyasi, my eva, me only, with me only. Eva. Ata urdhvam na samshaya. Urdhvam. Ata urdhvam. Ata urdhvam means, here he is saying, Ata urdhvam, therefore, thereafter, yes. Ata urdhvam means thereafter, na samshaya, there is no doubt. Thus you will live in me always without a doubt. So that's what's the next. Next is try to fix your mind on Krishna. Abhyasa Rupa Bhakti. Smaranatmika Bhakti, Maranatmika Bhakti, Abhyasa Rupa Bhakti. What is this Abhyasa Rupa Bhakti? Atachittam samadhatum nashaknosi maistiram abhyasa yogena tatho mamichhaptum dhananjaya. So what is saying here? Mam ichhaptum dhananjaya. My dear Arjuna, O winner of the wealth, if you cannot fix your mind upon me, now he is giving option. First he said, fix your mind. Next he said, fix your intelligence. If that is not possible, see Krishna is how merciful he is. Just like not Christians, if you don't worship Jesus, you will go to hell forever. It's not like that. God is not like that. God is not like a dictator. God knows, right? God only knows. We should know that. God only knows. Nobody else knows. So here, Krishna is so mercifully, he is giving. If you can't do this, do this. If you can't pass all the subject at a time, at least pass an what do you call that? Supplementary, isn't it? There is another option is given. If you don't pass that, then next supplementary is rare. Why are you worrying? You can pass 6 subjects in 6 years. Option is there. Krishna is so merciful. Like that, here also, he is saying that if you cannot fix your mind, without any deviation, then follow the regulative principles of Bhakti Yoga. There are yama, niyama are there. There are some do's and don'ts are there. Bhakti Yoga. If you follow them, then what happens? In this way, develop a desire to attain me. Slowly, if you follow, actually, Radhesham Prabhu was giving an example. There is one flower vendor. He was supplying the flowers to the temple. Initially, he was charging full profit. Full profit, it's With full price, he was supplying the flowers to the temple. After some time, he understood that, okay, I am supplying to the temple. See how the progress is. After some time, taking full benefit, full profit, after some days, he said that, Prabhuji, I won't charge full profit, but I'll take only 25% of profit. But I'll supply the fruits, flowers. Okay, for some days he supplied with 25% profit. After some days, he said that I don't charge even 25%. I just give the actual price. Whatever I am buying outside, I'll give it to you. Okay, just supplying the flowers. And after some time again, one day he was dropping the flowers. He heard the nice kirtan in the temple. He went inside and he sat in the kirtan. And he liked the kirtan. Well, this person supplying flowers, he inside sitting, and they fed him nicely with Krishna Prasadam. He ate Krishna Prasadam. So this is going on for some time. For actual price, he is supplying. Now, slowly he started chanting Hare Krishna. And then slowly he started wearing tilak. He started wearing dhoti, kurta. Then slowly pilka also came. Ponytail also came. One day, they ultimately became a full-time devotee. This is how it happens. That's why I say, in this way, develop a desire to attain me. So he just started doing. So that is the potential of bhakti. Yes, to whether knowingly, unknowingly, what he was doing, he is serving Krishna. He doesn't know that he is serving Krishna. He is touching the fire. He is touching the fire. But the nature of the fire is to burn. Whether you touch it knowingly, unknowingly, it will burn you. Similarly, this fellow touching Krishna unknowingly, and Krishna sucked him. Right? Ultimately, he became a blissful devotee, serving Krishna 24/7. So this is the situation. So that's why Krishna said, don't worry. If you cannot completely come, okay, take your time. Take your time. You take a million lifetimes. Don't worry. Krishna doesn't have any problem. You take your, step by step. So that merciful is Krishna. So that's called Abhyasa Yogena Tato. This is called Abhyasa, practicing, sadhana bhakti. This is called sadhana bhakti. Take up one step, chant one round. Just come to the temple, just to read Bhagavad Gita. At least touch Bhagavad Gita. At least buy Bhagavad Gita. Keep it inside. Once in a week, touch the Bhagavad Gita. One day you will open it. One day you will read it. One day you will understand it. One day you will apply it. This is the step-by-step process. And Krishna is facilitating that. He knows how to bring anybody. Bhakti, that is called bhakti with internal sense. Now bhakti is with external senses. The above three types of bhakti, smaranatmika, maranatmika, abhyasarupa, are performed internally with mind and intelligence. Now, intelligent and inoffensive people can perform them easily, while less intelligent people find them difficult. As the mind is fickle like the wind, one cannot be able to restrain it. For those who cannot even gradually fix the mind by practice, Krishna suggests the following option. So Krishna is facilitating everybody. He knows how to engage anybody and everybody, isn't it? The mother knows. Mother has got 4 or 5 kids. She knows who is what, who likes what, who doesn't like what, and how to tame everybody. He knows. She knows. Similarly, Krishna knows. Now he is giving work for Krishna. Abhyasepi asamardhosi mat karma paramo bhava madartamapi karmani kurvan siddhim avapsyasi. What is this? He says, if you cannot practice the regulations of Bhakti Yoga, then just try to work for me. Because we know we like working. We are workaholics. We like only work. We don't like anything else, isn't it? So then just try to work for me. Right? Because By working for me, you will come to the perfect stage. Because we cannot stop working. Okay, you work. But work for me. How? How? By giving some percentage of your results to Krishna. That is working for. We have to give 100% results to Krishna. That is the other level. That we passed. But you give at least 1%, 2%, 10% at least. In that way, you are establishing a connection with Krishna. That is why when we go to temple, our grandfather, grandmother, mother, father, they'll tell, put some, they'll give us some 100 rupees, 200 rupees. They will ask us to put in the hundi. Why they can do that, right? However, the money is father's money. But the father is giving 100 rupees to the kid and is asking, put into the hundi. They can do that, right? It's own money. So why is asking the baby to do that job? This is the application here. Try to work for me. That is the application. We don't know that. We are simply going and putting into the hundi. You don't know what is happening with that. You are establishing a connection with Krishna. Right? So, but that's called Ajnata Sukriti. You don't know. You don't know what you are doing. You don't know what is the result of it. But still you are doing. That's called Ajnata Sukriti. It is Sukriti, but you don't know the knowledge of it. Jnata means knowing. Knowing. Ajnata means you don't know. But it is a good thing. Sukriti. But knowingly, if you do it knowingly, well, Krishna has given the body, Krishna has given the work. With my body I am working, I am getting some salary, then I should give, right? It is said that when you get salary, 50,000 rupees salary coming. So there it is corrected. They what you call, they cut some percentage, right? Some 10% or 15% TDS is cut. What is that? Tax deducted at the source, TDS. You agreed for that. Why? Because government is providing the company, government is providing all other things. For that, government needs tax. So the tax is deducted at the time, at the source only. Not that once you take the salary and then you go to pay the tax. No, no. At the source itself, they are cutting your tax. TDS. But there is another TDS. What is the TDS? Transcendental devotional service. For that, you have to give another percentage. At least 10%. Right? Who is providing this? Government. You think that who is providing the government? Krishna is providing the government, right? Krishna is providing everything to you. Can't you give Krishna something? Is that not a good? Is that not a reasonable thing? Logical thing? Yes, it is. So we have to do that. So in this way, we have to do this. Work for Krishna. Yes. Abhyase api asamardosi mat karma paramo bhava. Madardam api karmani, all the work. Madardam, for my ardam. Madardam means my ardam, for Krishna's ardam. Madardam api karmani kurvan siddhim avapsyasi. Siddhim avapsyasi. You will going to get perfection. Siddhi means perfection. Avapsyasi means you are going to get. Do it. Okay, so here is the thing. Next to giving up the results of the work. Okay, you cannot give 10%. You are so conjuice, you cannot give any more. Okay, do this. At least do this. What is this? Those who can do bhakti by both internal and external senses are most outstanding. But one may not be able to even work for Krishna because of social, familial, religious, so many considerations are there for us, right? To escape, there is every opportunity is there. But for give only one opportunity, but escape there are so many opportunities. So that's why saying are other impediments. So Krishna will now advise such people to sacrifice the results of their activities, if not fully, at least some percentage of the results. Sarva karma palatyagam is the ultimate thing. But here, what they are doing? They are dedicating some portion. So they are working for the welfare of the people. Somebody is helping the poor, somebody is helping the old, somebody helping the society, somebody distributing this, somebody distributing that. So many things are there you can do, right? Giving up the results of work. So here these levels, 4 levels are there, right? 4 levels are described according to different acharyas. These shlokas are described. So according to Srila Prabhupada, how we can we do the Mayeva Manada. So how to dedicate how to engage the mind. Prabhupada said, Bhakti or the pure stage of love, offering one's mind and intelligence to Krishna entirely and thereby live in Him. Live in Him. Other acharyas, what they say, as Baldev Vidyabhushan, offering full consciousness to Krishna with complete ease and steadiness. Both are in line. So whatever Prabhupada is saying is complete in line with the other acharyas, Purva acharyas also. Next, Abhyasa Yoga, Sadhana Bhakti. How is doing Sadhana Bhakti? Practicing regulative principles of Bhakti Yoga to develop a desire to attain Krishna. Somebody is doing the book distribution, right? Shastri distribution, somebody worshipping, somebody helping somebody. In this way, so withdrawing the wandering mind by repeated practice and gradually fixing it on Krishna. Yes, if somebody asks to meditate on Krishna, it may not be possible. So instead of that, what do you do? Do some service to Krishna. Like there are so many services. Sweep the floor, go to the temple, sweep the floor, wash the pots. There is so much cooking is going on for Krishna. There are so many pots lying. Go and wash, sweep the floor, decorate the temple. In this way, there are so many works where you can engage your body because your mind is very difficult. Your mind is so obstinate, you cannot engage your mind. Then engage your body, isn't it? Engage your senses. In this way, you can go to next. That's Abhyasa Yoga. So next is Mat Karma Paramo Bhava, working for Krishna by contributing his service. Yes, so you have some, some good. You are a good artist. So what you can do as a good artist, you can dedicate. You can do some service to Krishna. You can paint nicely. You can do so many things like that. Sarva karma palatya, giving up results of work for some good cause. Shrohi jnanam abhyas. For those who cannot follow the principles of Krishna consciousness, it is better to cultivate knowledge. Just try to understand. Buy Bhagavadgita and read Bhagavadgita if you can understand something. In that process, you develop some, you may understand something. So this way, these are the steps. Same next levels. Let's see. Yeah, qualities that endure one to Krishna. The characteristics mentioned here are not independent of bhakti. They automatically result from surrender to Krishna. Okay, these qualities fall in 2 categories: essential, Swarupa Lakshanam, and ancillary, Tatastha Lakshanam. All the qualities mentioned are ancillary except the most important, Bhaktiman. Let's go to 12, 13 and 13 to 20. Qualities that endear to Krishna. Yeah, Bhakti Yoga is most effective path of spiritual advancement. A Bhakti Yogi exhibits transcendental qualities which make him dear, Priya to Krishna. Krishna is pleased with such devotee as he describes in this section by using the word Priya in most verses. So what Krishna is going to describe, who is dear to him? Samoham sarvabhuteshu name dveshosti na priya. What Krishna is saying, I am, nobody is dear to me, nobody is enemy to me. I am equal to everybody. But being said that there are some people who are priya, dear to him. Why? Because they're trying to come to Krishna. So who are all they? Who are all they? So in this almost 7 slokas, Krishna is going to explain who are they. How, in another way, it said that how you can become dear to Krishna. That's the best way to say. That we all trying to become dear to Krishna with our mental and physical and verbal activities. We are trying to become closer to Krishna, become dear to Krishna. So Krishna is going to give some more details where you can become dear to Krishna. So Advesta Sarva Bhutanam Maitraha Karuna Evacha. This is called devotee's disposition. Yes. So here, oh, so Krishna is the Lord of the universe, but he was washing the feet of qualities of a devotee that make them very dear to Krishna. Sudama became very dear to Krishna. Why? Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead and he is washing his feet. That means Sudama became so dear to Krishna because of all his devotional qualities. Right here, Adveshta Sarva Bhutanam Karuna Maitraha Karuna Yevacha Nirmamo Nirahankaraha Samadukka Sukakshami. 7 things are mentioned here. What is that? Not envious towards anyone, including the envious. You should not be envious to anybody, including somebody envying you. There may be people they are envious of you. Still, you should not be envious of them. That's the first thing. Adveshta, dvesha. Dvesha means envy. Adveshta, no envy. Adveshta, sarva bhutanam, to all the living entities. We should not be envious of any living entity. Not only human beings or any other living entity. Not envious towards. And friendly to Maitraha, Maitra, Mitra, friendly to all. And Karuna Yevacha, kind and merciful to all. Nirmama, free from sense of proprietorship. A devotee doesn't have any proprietorship. Proprietorship gives the controllership. Controllership gives the enjoyership. A devotee is freed from these 3 things. Is not the proprietor, is not a controller, is not the enjoyer. Because Krishna is the proprietor. How? Because everything is coming from Krishna. Sarvasya chaham hridisani matta smrutir jnana. Everything is coming from me. Matta parataram. Kincha. No, myself. No, not that. Aham sarvaso. Matta sarvam pravartate. Yeah. Everything is emanating from me. That means Krishna is the proprietor. So Krishna is the proprietor means owner. Krishna is the owner. Then Krishna is the owner, then he is the controller. Owner only controls everything. And he controlling that one, he is the enjoyer. Bhaktaram yajnatapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram. He says that I am the sarvaloka maheshwara. So in that way, a devotee doesn't see any proprietorship. Nirmama. Mama means mine. Nirmama means no mine. Nirahankaraha. Nirahankara, free from false ego or identification with the body. What is I am Akar? I am this Akar. But this Akar is body. My Akar is this body is mine. So no, I am not this body. That's called Nirahankaraha. Otherwise Ahankar. Ahankar is I am Akar is so Nirahankaraha. Nirahankaraka. Then Sama Dukkha Sukha Kshami. Sama equal to Dukkha and Sukha is equanimity. In both the situations, you will be equal in happiness and distress. And Kshami. Kshami is the one who does the Kshama. Kshama means forgiveness. Forgiving. Somebody is forgiving others is called Kshami. Who is forgiving? Krishna is forgiving us. How long? How much? How much is forgiving? Everything is forgiving. Whatever we do, Whatever the wrongdoings we do, Krishna is forgiving us. Otherwise, we don't live. We can't live. If Krishna wants to punish us for our faults and mistakes and offenses and sins, we are not going to live for a minute also. Because we are committing so many sins, offenses, both mentally, verbally, physically. So Krishna is Kshami, real Kshami. So a devotee should also practice the Kshama, forgiveness. Forget and forgive. If you can't forgive, forget. Or if you can't forget, forgive. Or if you both, you can forgive and forget. Somebody did something to you, try to forget. Because if you remember it, you will be worrying. So forget it and then forgive. So next, those are the 7 levels, 7 ways of, seven qualities of a devotee. And next, santushta satatam yogi yatatma drudachit nischayah mayarpita manobuddhir yomad bhakta same priya. Another 7 qualities. So here, qualities of a devotee that make them very dear to Krishna. So there is a sloka, Srimad Bhagavatam. What is it? Yasyasti bhaktir bhagavatya kinchana sarvai gunai tatra samasate sura harava bhaktasya kuto mahadguna manoradhe nasati dhavato bahi. Srimad Bhagavatam is telling that, what is that? Harava bhaktasya kuto mahadguna. If you are a devotee of a Krishna, all the good qualities you develop. It's automatic, wholesale job. But otherwise, sarvai gunai tatra samasate sura. Yasyasti bhaktir bhagavatya kinchana. If you become devotee of Akinchana, Akinchana is who is Krishna is Akinchana. Yasyasti bhaktir bhagavatya kinchana sarvai gunai tatra samasate sura. So you will acquire all the qualities of the avatars. But if you are not a devotee of Krishna, how can you get harav abhaktasya kuto mahadguna? Where is mahadguna? Where are the good qualities? If you are not a devotee, where are the good qualities? If at all there is 1 or 2 or 3, manoradhe nasati dhavato bahi. They are on the mental platform. When they are on the mental platform, it is like mind, right? Mind is declaring. One time it says yes, one time it says no. So there is no guarantee of your good qualities, even if you have 1 or 2. So that's why, so become a devotee. A pure devotee has all good qualifications. One who is not a devotee has no good qualification. That's all. That's all. Just like the example is given, right? Three thieves went to looted the house of a jamindar and went to the forest. And they are saying that, let us distribute the booty truthfully. Right? They are already thieves. And they looted so much in the dead of the night. And they went to the forest to distribute it, and they are talking about truthfully. It is like that. Right? Does that have any meaning? No meaning. So this is also like that. If you are not a devotee of Krishna and you are trying to do some good thing, I am so pious, I am so morality. We are talking so many things. First of all, you are a thief. What is that thief? You already stole the property of Krishna. You are enjoying the property of Krishna without recognizing Krishna. Isn't it? We are all taking and using it for our own purpose without knowing the owner, proprietor of this property. Ishavasyam idam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat tena tyaktena bhunjita Magruda Kashyasvidhanam. Isha Upanishad is saying that Ishavasyam idam sarvam. Isha avasyam. Isha means controller. Avasyam is the owner. Ishavasyam idam sarvam. For everything. Ishavasyam idam sarvam. Yatkincha. Tena tektena bhunjita magruta kashyasvidhanam. So then, what is saying? So whatever the quota is allocated to you, you take that. Don't encroach into others. So in this way, you can say, Upanishad is saying that in this way you can live forever, no problem. Even though it's away from God, undergoing your Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi, Adhyatmika, Adi, Bhaudika, Adi, Daivika, undergoing all these 7 miseries, no problem, you can live away from God. But just to follow the rules of God, rules ordained by Him in this material world. Just follow that. What is that rule? First rule is everything belongs to Krishna. Krishna is the owner and proprietor. And you have been given something, you take that only. Don't take anybody else's. So in this way, good qualities. But yeah, next. Santushta, Satatam Yogi, satisfied always in devotional service. Yatatma, self-controlled. Drudanischaya, determined. My arpita manobuddhir, mind and intelligence fixed on me. Yomad bhakta, same priyaha. That kind of devotee is very dear to me. This is the second set of qualities. You can become dear to Krishna. Such a devotee, his mind is very dear to me. So the 10th right side there are 12 devotees are given. Brahma, Shambhu, Shukha. These are the 12 Mahajans. Prahlada, Bhishma, Janaka, Kumara, Kapilo, Manu, Swayambhu, Shambhadanaro, Swayambhu, Narada, Shambhu, Kumara, Kapilo, Manu. Next to Balir, Vayasakam, Vayam. So Yamaraj is saying that. So these are the 12 Mahajans. They are called great people. So they are all bhaktas. Who? Brahma, Shiva, Shuka, Kumaras, 4 Kumaras, Kapila, Swayambhuva Manu, and Prahlad, Narada, Janaka, Bhishma, Bali, Yamaraj. So these are the devotees of the Supreme Lord. So try to follow in their footsteps. Okay. One who is not envious but is kind to friend to all living entities. That's also mentioned here. So who is that person? There is one person named Murugari. His name itself is Murugari. Ari means enemy. Who is the enemy? He is the enemy of Muruga. Muruga means animals. He is the enemy of the animals. What he would do? He would hunt the animals and he will kill them an animal half dead. He will not let the animal die completely. And he will look into the eyes of that animal and he will see when it is suffering, he will enjoy. That kind of a person is Murugari. But one day, Narada Muni happened to see him and he showed his compassion on him. Right? So that is the nature of a sadhu. Sadhu sees the most sinful person and he tries to deliver him. So Narada Muni went to him and he asked, he did some preaching to Murugari and he explained what is going to happen in next life. When you are hunting like the animals, you know what is happening next life. He explains everything. And Murugari, in his Tamoguna also, he accepts, he understands whatever Narada Muni said. And it struck to his heart. And then he stops killing completely. And after some time again, Narada Muni came to see along with his friend Parvata Muni. Both of them are on the way. And they came. But Murugari this time, he completely transformed by the association from Narada Muni. He completely transformed into a pure devotee. Stopped killing. And then his guru came, he wanted to pay obeisances, sastanga. But before he was about to do the sastanga, but on the ground he saw some ants. But if fall on the ants, then ants will be killed. So then what he is doing? He just throwing, away slowly. Then is go them away, and then he will pay the obeisances. Then Narada Muni understands. Wow, what a transformation! So this is the one who is not envious but is kind friend to all living entities. Some people are killing other animals because they are envious of animals. They are envious of God. That's why they are killing. They don't know that. They are envious of animals. They are envious of God. They don't know that. That's why they are killing. So here, one beautiful example in the history of Narada Muni. There are so many like this. Next, who does not think himself proprietor and is free from false ego. The person who is there, who is sweeping the ground, is King Prataparudra. At the time of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Orissa was being ruled by King Prataparudra. On every Radhayatra, King Prataparudra would sweep the floor. Being the king of the country, that country, Orissa, he would sweep the floor. And that attracted the supreme mercy of the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Supreme Lord. So he is who does not think himself a proprietor and free from false ego. Well, I am a king. I can make 100,000 people to sweep. But no, he did not. He did not give any chance to anybody else. Because I am the servant of Krishna. I am the servant of Jagannath. So I have to sweep. So he did not show his false ego. So in this way, devotee never shows his false ego. Yasmanno dvijote loko lokano dvijate chaya harshamarsha bhayodvegair mukto ya sachame priya. So what is saying? Yasman no dvijato. No one is agitated by him. By my activity, by my words, by my thoughts, nobody should get agitated. Right? I should not speak such that somebody will get agitated. Somebody will think about me. No, that is not a devotee. Is not a devotee. You should speak such that. What is that? In Bhagavadgita, nice, beautiful shloka is there. So same thing here. No one is agitated by him, and he is lokano. He is not agitated by anyone. That is also there. And you also should not be agitated by anybody's actions or anybody's words. And you should not make anybody agitate, and you should not get agitated with whatever happening is outside. Next to Harsha Amarsha Bhayodvegar, equipoised in joy and distress, fear and anxiety. He should be equal in all these situations, whether it's joyful or distressful or fear or anxiety. And muktoya sachame priya. Such a devotee is very dear to me. This is another set of qualities, good qualities. This way also you can become dear to Krishna. Next to anapeksha suchirdhaksha. Yeah, this is who is equal in both happiness and distress, who is tolerant, always satisfied. Who is that person? He is the Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj was cursed to die in 7 days by a Brahmana boy. So in that situation, what we will do? At least we'll buy a license, LIC policy, right? But he did not do that. He did not think about any insurances. He just thought about Krishna, right? He did not go to hospital, or he did not do anything. Simply, he renounced everything and he went to the bank of Ganges. And there he invited all the sadhus and he asked them, what is the role of a person who is about to die? What is the duty of a person who is about to die? He asked that question. Without doing any other arrangements, he did this arrangement. You sages, you are all so great, you are so knowledgeable, full of knowledge. Can you please tell me what is the duty of a person who is about to die? He asked that question. Is that applies to us? Yes, we are also about to die. What is the duty of us? There is a duty. For him, 7 days guaranteed. 7 days is going to live. For us, what is the guarantee? 7 days? 7 hours? 7 minutes? 7 seconds? No. So whatever he asked, and we also should ask. Have you ever asked what is the duty of a person who is about to die? Ahani ahani bhutani gachanti yamalayam sheshasthavaramicchanti kimacharyamatapparam. Yudhishthira Maharaj talking to Yaksha is saying, ahani ahani bhutani. Ahani means day by day. Ahoratram, right? Aha means day, ratri means ratri. Ahoratram. Ahani, day by day, ahani ahani bhutani, living entities, human beings, animals, beasts, birds, plants, trees, everybody. Ahani ahani bhutani, gachanti Yamalayam, going to Yamalayam. In Himalaya, who is there? Yama is there. Devalaya, God is there. In Himalaya, Yama is there. Ahani ahani bhutani, gachanti Yamalayam, sheshas tavaramicchanti. Sheshaha, the person who has not died yet, Shesha, Sthavaramicchanti, is desiring to be here forever. Sthavaram. Shesha, Sthavaramicchanti, Kim Acharyamataparam. Is there a better wonder than this? This is the wonder of the world. Not the wonder of the world. Taj Mahal is the wonder of the world. Something is not. That is not the wonder of the world. Right? They will be there for some time, after they will be gone. Isn't it? But this wonder will be always there. This is the wonder a trillion years back. This is the wonder 155 trillion years back. And this is the wonder today in 2020 also. What is that wonder? Shesha Stavaramichanti. People are outside with corona dying left and right. Isn't it? We are seeing. We are seeing in the newspaper, we are seeing in the YouTube, Facebook, WhatsApp. Everywhere we are seeing. But what are we thinking? Well, I won't die. Isn't it? Corona will not touch me because I'm so wonderful. I'm so transcendental. Nothing will touch me. That is our understanding, right? Is that not a wonder? The person who died yesterday was thinking day before yesterday that he will not die. That is the wonder of the world. So here, Parikshit Maharaj, he did not do that. He understood, okay, well, he cursed, I am going to die. So then, what should I do before death? And he asked them. What they said? Sukadeva Goswami, one great sage came there, son of Vyasdev, Shukamahamani, came there, and he said that the duty of a person is about to die is to hear about Krishna, know about Krishna. That is the only goal of your life. That is the only goal of human life. What is the goal of human life? Knowing about Krishna and loving Krishna. There is no goal, no other goal, nothing else. Nothing else, zero. Cause of suffering and destination of life. Cause of suffering is material body. Destination of life is going back to Krishna. Before going, we should know who he is. After knowing him, we should love him. Then only we'll go to that person. Can we go to somebody whom we love or who doesn't love us? Can we go to somebody? No, we cannot. At least we should love him. Whether he loves us or not, but we should love him. Then only we'll go to that place. Otherwise, we will not go. So he said that, hear about Krishna, enter Srimad Bhagavatam, 12 cantos, 18,000 shlokas, so many conversations, so many historical narrations. He heard all of them. And at the end, the Devatas are showered the flowers on them. And he left his body and went back to Krishna. That is the goal of life. And that is done. So in this way, such kind of people are dear to Krishna. Next to Anapeksha Suchirdhaksha Udasino Gatavyadha Sarvaramba Parityagi Yomadbhakta Same Priya. Anapeksha, neutral. Devoid of all expectations from his work. Anapeksha. Apeksha means expectation. Anapeksha, no expectation. In this world, if you want to be happy and peaceful, two things you do. What is that? Don't expect anything from anybody, including your husband or including your wife. Don't expect anything from anybody. If you expect, danger. Because always the expectations are not met. When the expectation is not met, you will become angry. You will be frustrated. When the expectation is met, you will become greedy. You will become greedy means more. I want more. So that's why no expectation and no comparison. Never compare with anybody, with anything or anybody. Never compare. You are unique. You are the only one person like you. There is nobody like you in the entire uh, three mullokas. In three lokas, there is nobody like you. You are unique in Krishna's creation. So that's why don't compare. Good way or bad way. Then you will be peaceful and happy. Otherwise, if you start comparing, you will never be happy. You will never be happy. So this is the peace formula or happy formula. We want to be happy and peaceful, no expectation, no comparison. That doesn't mean that you should not meet the expectations of others. Try to meet the expectations of others. That will give more joy to you than the person who is expecting from you. You try to meet the expectations of others. With that, you only will be happy, not the other person. This is another third formula. Don't expect. Next, Tunad Visnujana, Taroriva Saishna, Amanina Manadena, Kirtaniya Sadahari. Amanina Manadena. You never offend anybody. Sorry, don't expect any respect from anybody. That's called expectation actually. You are expecting some respect from anybody. If that respect is not coming, then you will be frustrated. And at the same time, mana dena. Mana means respect. Dena means give. So you have to give all the respect to others. But don't expect in return anything for you. Then Kirtaniya Sada Hari. Sada, always. Hari, Krishna. Kirtaniya, chant. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram. Hare Ram. Ram Ram. Hare Hare. In this way, you will become peaceful. You will become blissful. Not only peaceful, you will become blissful. There may be some peace, but there is no bliss. But if you are blissful, whether peace is there or not, you will be okay. Bliss is better than peace. Sometimes peace is there or not. But if you are blissful, everything will be covered. So in this way, this is there. Anapeksha. Point is anapeksha. Suchir, clean. Say take 3 times bath. Clean internally, externally. External cleanliness is needed. 3 times bath. As a grihastha, take 3 times bath. At least 2 times bath. It is mentioned. Vedic Shastras are mentioning. Sannyasi has to take 6 times bath. Like that. Every 2 hours take bath. Because there is so much contamination. So much bad ether is flowing. Right? So many bad thoughts are flowing in the ether. Transferring from one place to one person to another person. They are transferring. So they'll touch you. So you have to cleanse externally. Internally, always there. You have to cleanse your mind, cleanse your intelligence, cleanse your ego. Already there, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Madamacharas are already there inside. That cleansing is needed. So much cleansing is there. So day in and day out, you keep cleansing. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This is called the cleansing process. This is the internal cleansing. With this, your mind is cleansed, your senses are cleansed, your intelligence is cleansed. Already we are doing Bhagavadgita, Bhagavata, we are studying. That's another way of cleansing. In this way, so much suchi is needed. Suchi doesn't mean that only just take bath once. No. Pure and clean. Daksha, expert, skillful in all situations. You should be expert. In whatever you are doing, you should be expert. We are going to the work. We have got so many skills. Become expert in that. Become expert in that for sake of Krishna, to serve Krishna. I know cooking very well. Become expert in cooking and nicely cook and offer to Krishna. Then you will become dear to Krishna. Work skillfully, expertly at the workplace, and you will get good awards, good salary, and get that salary and spend in Krishna's service. Then you will become dear to Krishna. Isn't it? Everything is in service of Krishna. Daksha, Udasino, without cares, unattached to material persons. Don't be attached to anybody. Anybody means anybody, literally anybody. Don't attach. That is the attachment is the mother of anger. Attachment is the mother of anger. If you are attached to some person, if that person doesn't expect your doesn't meet your expectation, you will become angry. So somebody asked, how can I get rid of anger? I said, first of all, you have to get rid of attachment. If you are attached to something or somebody, at that something or somebody is gone, you will become angry. You have to address the root cause, not simply angry. When anger comes, somebody says, close your mouth, close your eyes, count 1, 2, 3, 4. These are all temporary things. First of all, address why the anger is coming. Why the anger is coming? Because of attachment is anger is coming. Reduce the attachment. Work on attachment. How to reduce the attachment? That without working that, whether you close your eyes or close your mouth or counting 1, 2, 3, will not work. That will kill you because it's working internal. If it's not external, it will work internal, and you will get a heart attack and you will die. You increase your blood pressure. These are the effects of anger. So fundamentally, address the root cause. Attachment to the people, attachment to the things. Two things. Okay. Daksha expert next to Udasino. Gata Vyadha, free from all pains, as free from all designations. Free from all pains means free from all designations. Positions are there. I am this, I am father, I am mother, I am manager, I am prime minister, I am chief minister, I am this, I am that, I am Indian, American. There are so many designations are there. Right? You are none of all this. You are simply servant of Krishna. Jivara Swarupai, Krishna Nityadas. You are eternally servant of Krishna. Whether you are a human being or you are a donkey or dog or whoever you are servant of Krishna. That's all. You are a spirit soul, you are servant of Krishna. That is our identity. That is our Swarupa. Swarupa. Mukti hitva anyada rupam Swarupayana vyavastitihi. That is our Swarupa. Swarupa is Gopi Bhartu Kava Padakamal, Dasa Dasanudasaha. I am the servant of the servant of the servant of the servant of Krishna. That is my designation. When you are in the designation, you are peaceful, happy. Right? Gata Vyadha, no designations. Sarvaramba Parityagi, free from all material endeavors. Sarvaramba Parityagi. We are doing so many endeavors. Some of them are according to our level, some of them are not according to our level. I want to buy a car, Ferrari car. I want to buy Ferrari car. Can you do that? If you have money, but working for that itself it's a Herculean task. Don't put any Herculean tasks. Think about in your own area. Sometimes, well, this is people say that this is what do you call? They say some word. What is it? Accomplishment? Or no? You have to have a good what do you call goal, a higher goal. A goal should be higher. That goal should be Krishna. There is no better goal, or there is no better or highest goal than Krishna. Try to work for that. Then working like a donkey for rest of the life to buy a 5 BHK house. Right? You can buy a 5 BHK house taking a bigger loan and work for that entire life like a donkey. That is not recommended. That's what he says here. Free from all material endeavors. Such a devotee is very dear to me. So here he is dear to Krishna. Okay, now 20. Next to Yo na hrishyati na dvesti, na sochati na kankshati, shubha parityage, bhaktiman yasame priya. What is saying? Neither rejoices nor grieves. Right? Rejoice. Something happened good. Oh, wonderful. Haribol, Haribol. No. Something went wrong. Ah, depression. No. Both are there. What do you call? No depression, no operation. What do you call? What is that? Joyful. People are elated and depressed. Something happens. Oh, promotion came. Oh, depression, party. Something went wrong. No, it's not. Both are so. Neither rejoices nor grieves. Neither laments or need not desires. Na sochati, na kankshati. Kankshati means desiring. I don't have this. I want this. That's called desire. Uh, na kankshati. No kankshati. Na sochati. Sochati means lamentation. Oh, I lost this. Oh, I don't have this. Lamenting. Lamenting means grieving. Grieving forever. Some people are they're always morose because he saw something in somebody place and he doesn't have that and he will be morose. Oh, I don't have that. No, no. Renounces all auspicious and inauspicious things. Renounce all auspicious and inauspicious. Completely aloof from it. Such a devotee is very dear to me. 7:30. 5 more minutes. I'll finish. समशत्रौ च मित्रे च तथा मानापमानयो शीतोष्ण सुख दुःखेषु समसंग विवर्जितः. Equal to friends and enemies, equipoise in all dualities, honor and dishonor, heat and cold, happiness and distress, always free from contaminating association. Okay, always free from contaminating association. Both here, that's what we are in, right? Now we are maintaining the social distancing. Yes, we have to maintain the real social distancing. Here, with the social distancing, still corona may touch, but that social distance is will not touch if you maintain that distance. Unnecessary, unwanted association, materialistic association, you have to maintain that. Always free from contaminating association. Contamination is not only physically, contamination is mentally also. If you are associating with a mentally disturbed people, you will become mental, isn't it? If you are associating with the drunkards, you will become drunkard one day. 6 months enough, isn't it? 6 months will become, that person will become this person. That's all. 6 months only enough. There is a proverb in Hindi. What is it? What is it? Karbuza. A ripened car. Unripened watermelon is kept to besides the ripened watermelon. Both will become ripened. That is called association. So that's why we have to be careful about our association. It is said that what is that? I always forget his name. He said that you tell me who are your friends, I'll tell you who you are. Because we are with our friends. That's all. So next to equal in criticism and praise. Somebody praised, oh, you did a great job. Then we'll, we what do you call? We will bring up our chest. I did this. Praise. Somebody did something. This is nonsense. What did you do? No. Don't worry about it. Praise and criticism both are same. Don't worry. If you are elated by somebody's praise, then you are sure to go depressed when somebody criticizes you. So the symptom is if you are not elated when somebody praised, that means you are not going to depress when somebody criticizes you. This is the test. So don't become elated or joyful if somebody praises. Praises can be come anyway. So many ways praises will come in. Somebody will be just be praising for the sake of praising. Somebody will be praising you to get some work done from you. There are so many reasons praise will come. But praise is nothing is happening to you. By somebody is praising you, is anything coming to you? Is your stomach is full? Somebody praises you. Oh, Bhagavadgita Prabhu, you did great job. Is my stomach is full? No. Still you will feel angry. Still you feel angry. I am feeling hungry. Somebody comes and touches my feet. Is my anger is going to down? Go down? No. So that's why not to worry. Not to worry too much. Not to worry too much about praise and criticize. Both are. Next to Mauni, silent. He speaks only essential topics. Mauni, especially Mayavadis do the so much Mauna. They do just like we do Ekadashi. They do Mauna Vratam. Just like Ekadashi Vrata, they do Mauna Vrata. So the real Mauna Vrata internally is thinking so much, all nonsense, but externally doesn't speak. But instead of that, speak good things. Talk about Krishna. This tongue is given to speak about Krishna. Speak. That is the real Maunam. Instead of spending your time on WhatsApp, Facebook, and unnecessary things, spend some time on useful things. That is real Mauna. Next to Muni. Okay, next. Santusto yena kenachit. Satisfied with whatever comes of its own accord. Very important. Who is the happiest person on this earth? Who is the richest person on the earth? Whoever is satisfied with his own things, he is the happiest person. He is the richest person. There is no richest person than who is satisfied with whatever he has. Actually, this is one of the Yaksha Prashna. Yaksha asks Yudhishthira Maharaj, who is the richest person on this earth? He said that whoever is satisfied with his own things is the richest person. If you are not satisfied with whatever you have, you are not still satisfied. So for a person who is not satisfied, even if he gets the mullokas, three lokas, he will not be satisfied. It's called like a greedy person. A greedy person will never be satisfied. He never be happy also. So the real rich is the real satisfaction is the real rich is satisfied, being satisfied with whatever I have, and take whatever comes on its an accord. Instead of you work very hard, very hard, tiling yourself, just take it as whatever it comes. It's called ajagar vritti. Ajagar vritti means ajagar means python. Python, what it does? It doesn't move too much. Simply lies at one place. Something comes to its mouth and eats and sleeps again. That is called python. Ajagar vritti. Krishna will send something, somebody to it, and he will eat it and then sleep it. That's all. This is also like that. So don't be too what is it called? Active. Okay, next, satisfied with whatever comes on its accord. And Aniketa doesn't care for any residence. Niketa means residence. Aniketa means no residence. Wherever you are. I want to have 5 BHK only. That is called Niketa. Well, if you have already enough is there, okay, you can buy 5 or 10. Not to worry. No problem. But you don't have anything and you are hankering for a 5 BHK, then it's called Niketa. We should become Aniketa. Whatever the residence is there, just like a sannyasi. What a sannyasi, wherever he goes, he will stay there. Whether it's a 5 BHK or it's a hut, a thatched hut is there. Still both for him. Just is temporary. His stay is temporary, right? So how does it matter? 5 BHK how is matter? It's thatched house how it's matter. Doesn't matter. He's going to stay for one day. He's like a sannyasi. Similarly, in this world also, we are going to go stay for some time. That's all. This world is like a bridge. Have you ever seen a person building a house on the bridge? Do you see any houses built on Prakasham barrage? Have you ever seen? No houses. Why? The bridge is there to pass over, cross over. Somebody is trying to build a house on the bridge, means he's a fool, number one. Not only fool, he's a number one fool. Similarly, if you are trying to establish more and more, okay, I want this apartment, that apartment, this villa, that villa, we are keep on doing this. That means a fool number one. Because it's temporary, he's going to go. Time is up for him. especially in the corona time, isn't it? So that's called aniketa. Uh, Sthiramatir, steady in mind, fixed in knowledge. Mind should be steady, fixed in knowledge, especially Krishna consciousness, Bhagavad Gita knowledge, Bhagavatam knowledge. He should be fixed. He should be continuously, uh, he should be studying. And mind should be fixed on Krishna. So in this way, another set, Bhaktiman, Bhaktiman me priyo, such a devotee is very dear to me. Last one. ये तु धर्मा अमृतमिदं यथोक्तं पर्युपासते श्रद्धदाना मत्परमा भक्तास्ते अतीव मे priya. Those who follow this imperishable path of devotional service and completely engage with faith, making me the supreme goal, such devotees are very, very dear to me. What is that important thing? Those who follow this imperishable path of devotional service, the Bhakti Marga. The Bhakti Marga. Krishna mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita, middle of Bhagavad Gita, middle 6 chapters. In Bhakti Shatka, he recommended Bhakti, the devotional process. And whoever that practices and completely engage with faith, that is important. Faith should be there. Sesame seed of faith will move the mountains into oceans. So we need that much faith. Faith on Bhakti, faith on Krishna, faith on Bhagavad Gita. Making me the supreme goal. What is the goal of life? Krishna is the goal. Krishna is the goal. Krishna nahi jane daitya kori mane. Whoever doesn't accept Krishna nahi mane daitya kori jane. Whoever is not accepting Krishna is called as a demon. That heavy it is. That heavy it is. Right? Daubhuta sarga lokesmin ksharakshakshara evacha. What is that? Daubhuta sarga lokesmin daivasura evacha. Vishnu bhakta smruto daiva viparyat tad asurat tad viparyaya. Padma Purana is saying that. In this creation, there are two kinds of people. Who are they? Daiva and Asura. The entire living entities can be divided into two. Who are they? One is Vishnu Bhakta Smruto Daiva. One who is Krishna Bhakta or Vishnu Bhakta is called Smruto Daiva. They are like Devatas. Whoever it might be a tree, or it might be a cat or dog or hog. If it is a human being, if it is a Vishnu Bhakta, Smruto Daiva, he considered as a Devata. Asurat tad viparyaya. Opposite to that is asuras or demons. This is the Padma Purana sloka. So here with faith, making me the supreme goal. Krishna is the goal. Such devotees are very, very, very dear to me. So in this way, self-controlled and engaged in devotional service with determination, his mind and intelligence fixed on me. Srila Prabhupada dedicated his life completely in service of Krishna. Such a devotee of mine is very dear to me. So he for whom no one is put into difficulty. We have all discussed. Prahlad. And who is not disturbed by anyone. Prahlad. My devotee who is not dependent on the ordinary course of activities. What are these? Hanuman. Who is poor, pure, expert, without cares, free from all pains, not striving for some result, is very dear to me. Hanuman is very dear to Lord Ram. Those who follow the imperishable path of devotional service. And who completely engage themselves with faith, making me the supreme goal. Srila Prabhupada made Krishna as the supreme goal at the age of 70 years across the oceans and spread Krishna consciousness throughout the world, especially in the Western world. Made millions of Krishna bhaktas still going on because he made Krishna as his life goal. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Right, he got 2 heart attacks on the way to America, and Jaladuta survived. Krishna saved him, drove him to America, and made him successful. Right? Okay, so we're done. What do we do? Godhead, options, devotee's disposition. Who is Krishna? Arjuna asked, who is great? Whether the personalist or impersonalist? He said that, Krishna said, whoever is meditating on me in my personal form is a great. And then Krishna gave the options. If you can't do this, do that. If you can't do that, do that. If you can't do that, in this way, Krishna gave so many options. And ultimately, he glorified devotee and he said who are dear to him. The devotees are dear to him because they are having all the 31 qualities. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Chapter 13.